All right, welcome back to Santa Clara Sports here. We've got Santa Clara at Los Altos Eagles, Santa Clara Bruins. I'm Gutierrez. This is...
Logan Van Pelt.
And we're going to be your announcers today. Right now we're looking at both teams. This looks like it's going to be a league matchup. Both teams are stuck at 1-1 on their overall records, are looking to gain some momentum throughout their season. You know me, I love momentum. What do you think about this matchup, Logan?
This matchup with both teams have a lot to prove. Both teams 1-1 in leagues, 2-4 in their overall record. Both really need this win.
Great point, Logan. And what do you think we're going to see from certain players? Do we have any stars out here?
I'd expect Nguyen to probably do something, considering he's got the most all-purpose yards per game. And I'd have hope in our quarterback, Matthew Conklin.
And some guys to look out for on the Los Altos Eagles side. We have their quarterback, Beaton, number 10, Rafferty, number 9, and Morrell, number 13. Currently, we're about to get this game started in the next couple minutes here. Looking about 3 minutes left. You know, in the last game Santa Clara played, they lost against Carlmont.
Exactly, 56-28.
That's a big deficit, Logan. Do you think they're going to at least try and improve on that a little bit today?
I'd like to think so. Carlmont got the best of them when it comes to scoring 56 points, but scoring 28 points isn't something that's that easy. So if we can keep up with the scoring and stop with, or at least getting defensive stops, we can start getting them, we should be able to win this one.
And today we've got, for the head coach, we have Nelson Gifford for Santa Clara and Mike Garrity for the Los Altos.
About to start the game soon. Everyone's warming up. Game's got only a couple minutes left until we start. Both teams seem to be in their game plan ready.
And as both teams come out, we're looking to see a lot of play here from Jeremiah Karango, who's been showing great strides when it comes to receiving recently. He's one of their star players, don't you think so?
Exactly. 3 touchdowns on the season so far with 48.4 yards per game. Got a lot of faith in him on their offense.
Now, even though Karango is such a good wide receiver, Santa Clara likes to rush the ball quite a lot, as you can see, comparatively to their rushing yards to their passing yards. Do you think that they're going to have to change the game plan up against Los Altos?
Well, we'll have to see. Considering defensive line of Los Altos and the cornerbacks of Los Altos, we'll have to see. But currently, hopefully the run will be successful for them.
He's be fine. He need to get it tough.
And we're back. Sorry for the technical difficulties here. For Santa Clara, we're gonna start off with reading off some of the roster spots. Number 2, Joseph Manueli. Number 3, Jesse Calderon. Number 4, Gabe Chavez. Number 5, Matthew Conklin. Number 6, Abshir Muhammad. Number 7, Kyrie Brown. Number 8, Jacob Liu. Number 10, Hamza Painshi. Number 11, Matthew J. Nguyen. Number 12, Jeremiah Karango. Number 13, Alex Lopez. Number 14, Jacob Jensen. Number 15, Ryan Bormeo. Number 18, Russell Moore. Number 19, Cowan Young. Number 20, Rick Shavira. Number 22, Jaden Forks. Number 24, Fernando Torres. Number 42, Mitchell Pacheco. Number 44, Dylan Yan Belmont. Number 50, Dominique Ford. Number 55, Kyron Warren. Number 56, Matthew Polino. Number 57, Santiago Vallejo. Number 60, Matthew Brazil. Number 64, Gregory Silva. Number 66, Santiago Lopez. Number 67, Diego Vara. Number 70, Albert Melcher. 71, Zaires D'Angelo. I'm not sure how to pronounce that. Emalafoa. Number 75, Alize Nguyen Herrera. Number 76, Ina Ota. Number 77, Daniel Agamurze. Apologies, folks. Number 81, Andrew Castillo. And that's going to be the roster for Santa Clara.
Okay, we ready for national anthem? Ladies and gentlemen, would you please rise if you can and remove your cap?
National anthem starting currently.
Play the national anthem to honor our
Then we'll
great
get into this
nation.
game.
The national anthem will be performed by the Santa Clara High School marching
Now,
band.
Logan, I'd like to talk about the differences between these two teams as we are looking through their stats here, and they play very differently. What are some of the differences you can put on?
Thank you.
Sorry, folks, you wanted to give a little bit of respect for the national anthem, but going back to what I said, there's a lot of differences in tactics when it comes to these two teams. Logan, what do you think some of the major differences are?
I think some of the major differences is that there's more of a top-heavy defense going on with Los Altos, and more of a top-heavy offense as well with how they have certain great players, but not as much of an even team, while Santa Clara has a more even team.
All right, let's do this thing.
And as we get going into the game here, I'm here to remind you that I'm Jet Gutierrez, and this is Logan.
Ben Pelt.
And we're here with the Santa Clara Broadcasting Club and Santa Clara Journalism.
Make sure to support Santa Clara Broadcasting, Santa Clara Journalism, whenever you get the chance, whether it's through Instagram, through whatever merchandise, or whatever.
Number 18 is for Santa Clara.
Russell Moore with the kickoff.
And it looks like Los Altos is going to start with the ball here as we're looking for a kick return. Bam! And we're off to the races here, and it looks like they're going to let it drop, and a
Flag on
flag
the
is on the play as it kicked out of bounds, excuse me.
Ben and the cheerleaders active here tonight.
And the crowd here is pumped up here today because not only is it a home game, it is homecoming night here for Santa Clara.
Saltos will start at the 35.
Altos will start off on their own 35-yard line. First down and 10, Eagles.
And one thing I like to point out, going back into the differences, is that Santa Clara seems to be a very rushing dominant team. And we see here, looking at Los Altos stats, they're a much more well-rounded team, maybe even leaning towards more receiving yards.
Good rush for 5 yards there.
Good, I'm going to pick off you. 5 yards on the play brings up second down and 5.
Second down and 5.
Pardon?
on second down now. Cheering loud here tonight, hoping for a homecoming win on Friday the 13th.
And about that, Logan, about the Friday the 13th, there's a lot of superstition around that day. What do you think about that leading into this game?
Well, it's some people's lucky day and some people's unlucky day, so we'll see which team's going to be the lucky one tonight.
That's right, Logan. And we're looking here, and hopefully Santa Clara is looking for a hard stop here, as if they can get into the game early, they can dictate the pace of this for the entire night.
More time on offense, more time to score.
He's going to run it for maybe 5 yards. It's going to be third down.
Seems they're moving the chains here. This might be a first down.
He's not moving
Lining up again.
Look, it's going to be a handoff. They're going to try and get it through, but the Santa Clara defense is going to stop it.
Run for negative yards on that play. Second 12 in situation here for the Eagles. Let's see if they can try and get this first down, already at a disadvantage.
And a quick pass, and it's dropped, making it an incomplete play.
Third and 12 for the Eagles.
Incomplete pass on play brings up third down and 12.
Let's see if this Eagles offense can get the 12 yards they need and get a first down, or the Bruins get the ball.
Yeah, and I think it's important here for Santa Clara to get a grasp on it early, as we've seen from other games that they tend to lose gas at around the third quarter, so they're looking to make a big lead quickly.
Exactly. They need this big lead currently in order to keep a win.
And they're going to stop the pass. Good defense.
Great play. Now the Bruins will get the ball.
That's fourth down.
Fourth down, fourth and 12.
Yep.
Incomplete pass on play brings up fourth
Santa
down.
Clara showing how good their defense is right off at the bat. They're coming out with energy. Let's hope they can convert that energy into good offense.
Better the offense, more points, of course. So the more of a lead we can have, the better.
Now, do you think this game is going to be a very grimy, hard, grit and grind game, or do you think it's going to be lots of offense and almost no defense?
Well, we've already seen phenomenal defense, so I'd hope it'd be a hard-hitting game no matter what.
Another thing I'd like to point out is that Santa Clara players wearing pink for breast cancer awareness. Show good character for Santa Clara.
Exactly. Make sure to support everyone going through it, and also support Breast Cancer Awareness Month, October.
The ball spotted at the 3-yard line. Brings up first down and 10 for your Santa Clara Bruins.
They start really close towards the goal line. Let's see if they can translate that into a score, or if this could lead to a safety even, depending on Los Altos defense.
Oh, they're going to rush. Oh, he's going. He's
Past the
going.
10,
20.
past the 20, and he's tackled by the 30.
By the 30. That was great.
Number 11, Matthew Nguyen with the carry for Santa Clara. That's enough to move the chains for Santa Clara.
Matthew Nguyen already starting. Already impressive sign from him, getting that many yards on his first play of the game.
Yeah, and we were expecting some good stuff from Matthew Nguyen today, but not as quickly as this.
Very rapid start for the Bruins here tonight. See if they can keep it up.
That's a good throw.
It's a great pass,
Hey, he caught it.
and it's caught.
Oh, he's wrestling for it. Oh, he's going.
He's getting more yards. Oh. Stop between 35 and the 40.
That was. I didn't catch it. I didn't catch who it was.
Completion for for Santa Clara. It's enough to move the chains again. First down and 10, Bruins.
And the Bruins are already looking really dangerous here, getting up the field fast all the way from their end.
Their ability to get into Eagles territory in only 2 plays is very impressive early on.
Oh, he's going. Damn.
He's wrestled down very quickly on that play.
Yeah, and it's great to notice here, though. Oh,
Seems to be a flag on the field.
flag on the play. Looks like some unsportsmanship going on.
Already some fighting going on. Hopefully that fuels up our offense.
It's good to notice here that, although Los Altos has been starting off slow, they are a solid team, already showing their defensive presence quickly.
Even though their defensive presence is impressive, it's not as impressive as the Bruins offense currently.
Looks like it might be a personal foul called on the play, but we'll see what's going on.
Santa Clara seems to be moving farther back. 15-yard penalty. That's crucial. That could be difference between a first down and a touchdown or just a 4th and out. Seem to be starting on their, ball snapped. It's a rush, and he's tripped down. Gotten a couple yards on that play, but still far ways to go due to that personal foul.
Yeah, and we're already seeing here that Santa Clara is favoring heavily the rushing yards here. We haven't really seen too many good passes. I mean, we've seen one good pass, real good one, but that was about it.
One attempted pass in general
Yeah.
is an impressive pass, but we have to keep seeing that passing game if we're going to want to win this game.
Yeah. Looks like it's going to be a false start.
Seems to be a false start call. Cheer team going wild right now.
Yeah, and it's important to get this home crowd riled up, especially for teams that feed off of home field environment.
These Bruins definitely feed off that environment, especially with homecoming happening.
Exactly, yeah.
So much hype around homecoming, so much
That's gonna
focus
be a
on
quick
winning this
handoff.
game.
That's going to be a quick pass. Oh, he's running.
And he's wrestled down in Eagles territory.
And that's Matthew Nguyen again, number 11. We've already seen a lot from him today. Really good plays. It looks like they're going to run the offense through him quite a lot today.
Seem to be going on punt return, I believe. Yep. And the Eagles take the ball back. 7 minutes remaining in the quarter.
Looks like it's caught at the 25-yard line or around there. And Santa Clara's going to be back on defense again.
Let's hope their defense can keep playing phenomenally like they were in that first drive.
And I think it's going to be whoever breaks the stalemate at the start here that's really going to gain control of this game, taken by the horns.
Very loud band here tonight for homecoming. And the Eagles are starting. Oh. Wrestled down after a good rush.
Looks like he gained maybe 10 yards?
Say more 8 or 9. This might be a second down here.
Wow.
Aren't moving the chains yet, so we'll see.
Yep. As the ref sets the line of scrimmage here, it looks like everybody's getting. Oh,
Supposed to be a call.
I guess.
Whistle blown. Sorry, folks, weren't sure what's going on currently.
Yeah, there's a lot of weird stoppages like this in high school football. You kind of just got to work through them here as commentators.
We're starting again, it seems. And it's a rush.
Whoa.
And he stopped.
And he gained a couple yards in the play, but it looked like he was stopped fairly quickly. Hopefully Santa Clara defense doesn't make it a habit of letting him sneak through like that.
Seems to be a first down, but let's hope that will be the last one for the Eagles this drive.
That's certainly what we're hoping for, that Santa Clara can put their foot down and lock in, but
Sort of bend but not break defense here. And they rush for a couple yards.
Santa Clara, number 22, Jaden Forks. And on the shot,
Jaden Forks with the tackle, number 22.
yeah, and looking at his stats here, it shows that he's been a very good defensive presence here for Santa Clara. Looking for a lot more from him to hold this defense.
Exactly, already 2 TFLs and 1 sack this season, so we can see what he can do, maybe possibly get another sack or another tackle for loss. Who knows? But this game's already starting up, and we'll see if the Eagles can move farther or if players like Jaden Forks can stop him.
Quick throw, good catch, and he is muscled down.
Catch was in Bruins territory, though, so we'll see.
immediately stopped by Santa Clara.
Looked like they were trying to carry him back.
Exactly. Take him back to his own end zone. Maybe that'll do him any good.
Yeah. You know Eric, don't you? Yeah. I even told him, I sent him a picture. I said, it's got to go. Yeah, absolutely. It's easier this way. There's enough moving change for Los Altos, first down and 10.
As Los Altos is moving down, we have to see what will happen.
Whoa.
Oh, and he's going far. Stops near the 35, it seems.
Another big gain for Los Altos, moving the chain.
And it
First
looks,
down and 10,
Ooh.
Los Altos.
sorry folks, it looks like Los Altos is trying to beat Santa Clara at their own game with the rushing here. Getting a lot of handoff real quick.
Like to remind everybody, there's 4.5 minutes left in this first quarter. Wondering to see if any of these teams can score before the end of the first.
Another
Even
handoff,
more rushing.
More yards.
Around the 20. What do you think of this run here, Jet? What do you think of this running offense Los Altos has been taking in currently?
Yeah, it looks like Los Altos just got some momentum here, and Santa Clara is looking for a way to stop that rush, but it's just not going their way right now.
Yeah, we'll see if their run defense can get any better as we start inching closer to the second quarter here.
Whoa.
Decently consistent play this drive from the Eagles.
Yeah, and you're wondering when Santa Clara is finally going to catch on. I realize the threat of utilizing their quarterback is a big, a big threat, obviously, but plan. We're looking to see if Santa Clara can stop this offense.
Maybe they can start energizing their defense here and scoring, or at least blocking this so that they can have the opportunity to score.
Timeout on the field, Unofficially, that is Los Altos' first timeout of the half.
Los Altos need to come up with their game plan here to try and score. Impressive playing from our band here tonight.
Yeah, there's a lot of talent, whether it be through the arts, through just basic arithmetic, or sports. Santa Clara's full of talent here.
Very talented school, fortunate enough to be in the Santa Clara County. Eagles offense coming back on after this timeout. Let's see if the Santa Clara defense can stop them in the red zone. And hike the ball. It seems to be unsuccessful run. Appears.
And they're going to get a couple yards here, but it's not going to be enough. The Santa Clara is starting to plant their foot, really try and dig into that defensive momentum here. And you know me, I love my momentum.
Indeed you do, Jet. Let's see if they can capitalize, even though they're starting to get stopped currently. Maybe the timeout was to prevent things like this. Maybe they've already taken advantage.
And Los Altos here is looking dangerous. Santa Clara really needs to buckle down here. Handoff. And they're going to push him back.
Unsuccessful on that play.
Stopped by House, Bruins.
Impressive play from the Bruins right now. Their defense seems to be starting to get there. Their defense starting up. Hopefully they can stop this and at least leave it to a field goal, or maybe no points if field goal's missed.
Yeah, and Santa Clara had a little bit of a hiccup there, letting him have that drive. But the important part about defense is consistency, and we're looking to find more of it here.
We're hoping mainly for a turnover on this play. With turnover, we can prevent the field goal going on.
Well, you gotta be realistic about the expectations here. Oh, yeah,
And it's a good pass.
Oh, and he's gonna juke.
And he's juking.
Again.
And he's not going to make it in the end zone. Oh, he's not making it in the end zone. Okay. Really close, though. Seems to be on the 1, maybe the 2.
And now they're going to look for a rugby-style push here. And what I mean by rugby-style push is they're going to try and put as many bodies as they can behind that ball, try and get it over the end line, even if it's just 1 yard.
Let's see what this defense can do to stop this on 3rd and goal. Or are they going to let the clock run out? Oh, they seem to be lining up. Oh, and it's stopped. 4th down. It's going to have to go for a field goal on the 1, it appears. Unless they're going to go for it, which... Would that be a good decision or a poor decision going into this?
It really depends on how much you rely on your early game push. I think the smart move here is to just, take 3 points, get the field goal, but it depends on this coach's style if he really thinks that he needs to get these points, to keep the game in their control.
Even on a 4th down, maybe these Eagles can take some of the moves from the Philadelphia Eagles and give a brotherly push into that end zone.
Speaking of Eagles, Logan, if you think Santa Clara Bruins is a bear, and you have the Los Altos Eagles, who do you think would win, Eagle or bear?
Depends how much the Eagles flying.
Well, I guess that's a kind of a poor way to compare then, is it? Do you think the Eagles have to fly all the time just to win, or do you think it could win on the ground?
I don't think anything beats the bear on the ground unless it's a lion. Are they... Seem to be going. Line it up.
Line of scrimmage is close here.
Oh, and they're trying to run it in.
Yeah, that's probably good.
That's good. Oh.
See the hands in the air. Touchdown. Los Altos.
Quick touchdown. right before the end of the first quarter.
And speaking of that early game push, decided that the coach did feel like he needed to do that. So now Los Altos is up 6, looking for the extra point.
To get this extra point, it's a great lead to have. Even if it's just 7-0, it's still a phenomenal lead to have in the first place. Any lead is a good lead.
Especially as quick in the first quarter.
Oh, and it's
Is it
good.
Good.
It is good.
That's going to make the score 7-0 Los Altos.
In the first quarter.
Bruins will have their second drive of the game. Most of it will be in the second quarter, I'd hope.
Looking to score.
Yeah, and although this is, quite already a lead generated here by the first quarter, it still is only the first quarter. We still have 3 whole quarters to get the score level.
Exactly. The more quarters, the more time. Hopefully,
Get some later.
Bruins can score soon, at least. Definitely before halftime. If we can score before halftime and tie it up, that would be great for us. Even if we could take a lead before halftime, that would also be the best possible option.
Everybody in the Bruins Bistro is open. You can get your snacks, you can get your deep fried Oreos. That's right, I said deep fried Oreos. And something cold drink. Maybe something hot to eat. Stop on by, don't do
Looks like Los Altos is going to return the ball. Santa Clara is looking for something a little fast here. They've only got about 17 seconds.
See how many plays they can get done in the 17 seconds and how many successful plays they can get done in these 17 seconds. That's the most difficult part, is making sure the plays are successful, not going 4th and out.
And he's caught it. He's running. That's number 12.
He's cutting run. Karango's running, and he's made it towards the 35.
Yeah, 35. It's a solid run.
9 seconds remaining in the first quarter. Let's see if they can get a good playoff before the end of the first quarter.
Bruins take the kick out. Bruins take the kick off.
To be exact, seems to be on the 37.
37-yard line. First down 10, Bruins.
Let's hope this Bruin offense can damage this Eagles defense, and this quick rush stop it very quickly. And we'll see the first quarter end now.
And that's it for the first quarter here. As we go into the second quarter, maybe about, I don't know, you'd say maybe a 2-minute small intermission between
Definitely
quarters.
very quick intermission between quarters. We need to keep the action going.
Yeah, and these 2 minutes aren't really for the audience here. They're mostly for the coaches and the players trying to adjust from the previous quarter of play.
Football's a difficult sport to be in with how many hits you receive. So we gotta make sure they get a little bit of time.
Turtle head.
And the Bruins get the ball with an impressive run towards the logo.
And this is the start of the second quarter.
Thank you, I certainly appreciate it.
We've got about 11 minutes, 40 seconds left as the quarter is just starting. Santa Clara is looking to get an aggressive push here out of the second quarter after a disappointing first.
Very disappointing. It's already on third down here. Let's hope they can get this activated defense. Oh, that didn't look successful there, but let's see if they can start great defense, possibly. If they play like they did the first drive, we could see them getting the ball back in less than 2 minutes.
Let's I'd call that wishful thinking, but yeah.
Depends on the Eagles' decisions to run or pass. They've been running primarily this whole game, but pass has been successful, even though it is in very few quantities.
Here, hang on, got that one for you.
Seems to be
Yeah.
first down here. Called it a fourth. Now it's a first.
He's gonna throw it. Oh, the pass is gonna be incomplete. As he was trying to get it to, I think it looked like 42. Well,
Second down.
Number 12, of course, being Jeremiah Karango, our best receiver this season so far. Like previously mentioned, he has 48.4 yards per game and 3 touchdowns on the year. Let's see if he can score another touchdown. Maybe this drive. Definitely this game, we'd hope.
oh, I'm almost positive we're gonna start scoring here soon. I think we just have to get past the defensive intensity that Altos has right now.
Number 11.
Seems to be some nice yard game.
4-yard gain.
Nice yards gained by Matthew Nguyen. One of the captains of this team, actually.
Yeah, and we've already seen a lot from Matthew Nguyen and Karango. Definitely the stars are stars today. And a quick pass, and it looks like it's not completed correctly.
Failed snap.
Failed snap.
And it appears special teams coming onto the field. This is fourth down. Let's hope this defense can prevent a 14-0 or a 10-0 lead for the Eagles.
Yeah, and once the Eagles start to get that kind of a lead this early, I think it's got to come down to the coach's mind that they've got to stop the bleeding if it comes to that. Because at that point, they need to stop focusing on offense. You think?
Yeah, when it comes to a two touchdown down score, that's when you get into a very difficult issue of whether to improve the defense or try and start your offense and keep them up and trying to score.
Now, what do you think the threshold is to the point where you just, you either quit defense entirely and just try and get some points on the board? What score do you think you would,
Probably when you're down by at least 21.
21?
There gets to a point where you really need your offense to score every drive, to where there really is never a point where where you want your defense to stop doing their job. You want to make sure your defense always gets the stops and your offense always gets the scores. But they've been pretty impressive so far.
Stop for Santa Clara.
Vallejo with the stop.
We have the Santiago Vallejo fan club here this evening.
There you have it.
Fans of Vallejo here tonight. Let's see if he can make any more impressive plays on defense.
Or like coming right at me. I just
Yeah, and it looks like Santa Clara's defense has been working real hard
my
here.
God,
They
I'm
just
gonna have
haven't had
lice.
enough to stop it.
Is that an SSV breakfast app? You're the one I got.
is that innocent? No.
Second down here for the Eagles. Wondering if they can get out of their own territory and try and.
Penalty marker on the play. That's going to back Los Altos up.
Ooh, Los Altos moves on a penalty. How important could this penalty be right now, considering how pushed back they are in their own almost in their own end zone?
Spring, not girls flag football. Copied it. Okay. It's a girls FAG football.
Okay.
Nice note.
And it looks like they're going to, interchange some players here for Los Altos as they get ready. This penalty, like you said, Logan, is going to be really important, really factor here.
Yeah, and his pass on that doesn't seem to be successful. Third down.
In the first quarter, Los Gatos 20, Mountain View looking to score.
9 minutes remaining on the dot. Let's see if this Bruins defense can stop him.
Cross away. I don't see it. On the 12-yard line? I can see it.
Thank you. There it is.
Ah.
Always look between the chains, either side of the chains. The way it's turned.
And they're going on third down here in their own territory. Eagles take the ball to pass. Oh, and he runs through, and he's still taken down.
And it looked dangerous there for a second. It almost looked like a sack was going to happen, but he managed to leak through the line.
They got QB pressure on there, but now it's a fourth down, and the Bruins will get the ball back. We're talking about defense slacking in their last drive, but now they're being pretty impressive. Them able to sort of pin them in their own red zone, really. So this punt will be very crucial for them to see if they can score and tie this game up.
Yeah, and Santa Clara's defense overall has been very interesting. Last game, getting pumped almost 56-28. A lot of defense was needed there, but here it's looking pretty solid, even if there's a couple hiccups.
Okay. See it, 30.
Only allowing 1 touchdown so far, as opposed to 8 last game. Hopefully they can recover this and keep an energized offense and a strong defense.
Third down and 10 for your Santa Clara Bruins.
And as Santa Clara's offense gets ready to rumble, we're looking at, 7-0 with about 8 minutes left in the quarter.
In between the 30 and the 40 here, hopefully they can get to the Eagles side of the field very rapidly, because the quicker they get here, the more time they can stop them on defense, and then the more offensive time they get, of course, the better. Mentioned that since the first quarter.
Looks like a penalty?
Possibly timeout.
Oh,
Timeout
timeout.
called in the field by the Bruins, I believe.
Santa Clara.
Yep. Timeout in the field. Having to reassess some things, it appears.
We'd like to thank CCS Commissioner, Mr. David Grissom, who was stopping by the press.
Remember, this coverage is by the Santa Clara Broadcasting Club,
Santa Clara game.
extension of our Santa Clara High School journalism, The Roar.
Also with Dave are his 2 assistants, co-commissioners, so to speak. Self-appointed co-commissioner.
Let's see what this Bruins offense can do coming out of the huddle, coming out of the timeout. They have a clean first down currently. Let's see what they can do with 8 minutes remaining.
You want a spot for me?
Spot?
Yeah, look out the window, just shout out numbers of who's. Give it a shot anyway.
Fake handoff. Long
Oh, long pass. Oh, and it's missed.
Incomplete pass on the play.
42
that-
didn't catch that.
That was a necessary catch. Pacheco wasn't able to catch it, though.
Pass intended for number 42, Mitchell Pacheco.
Let's hope they can recover from that incomplete pass while they still have second and third down.
Well, they had the right idea there because the quarterback can get you as it was, as you can see, the quarterback got to him, but it just wasn't fast enough.
Just wasn't able to catch up with that pass.
Another handoff. He's gonna run it.
He's going to run it.
It's pushed back.
Pushed back. Not many yards gained.
Looks like it's gonna be second down.
Third down here
Third
right
down.
now, currently. Let's see if they can recover on this third down and try and
Third
get
down and
first
long for the Bruins.
crucial third down here tonight.
Do you think it's smart to start throwing long passes like that, or do you think it's smarter to keep with the oh?
And it's
He dropped it.
still a fourth down. Even if that was caught, he still wouldn't have been able to get that first down.
Brings up 4th down.
Yeah, it's better to pass longer when you're in situations where you're in 3rd and 12 or 3rd and 15. When you're past the 10 or at the 10, it's better to pass. The odds of a 3rd and 10 run being very far aren't that common when it comes to any stage of football, high school, college, or the NFL. And it's going to be punted. We'll see what the Eagles can do on offense. Oh, and it's going far. Near the 20.
And Santa Clara downs that punt at the Los Altos 21-yard line. First down 10, Los Altos.
First down for Los Altos. Let's see what they can do. Once again, pinned deep in their own territory, but maybe this time they can be successful.
And believe me, Logan, as Santa Clara students ourselves, we don't want to see Los Altos win, but it's looking like, so far, most of the momentum is swaying towards their side.
Yeah, the momentum sways nearer to them, and we see what they must do to, what the Bruins must do to stop them.
Short pass, taken down.
Taken down. Second down.
Short pass completed to number 6. Fernando Gutierrez.
Catch for number 6.
After a short game.
Los Altos. Second down. Let's hope the Bruins can take us to a 3rd down, going with 6 minutes 45 seconds.
We ran through, but it's not going to be enough for another down.
Not enough for the first down. Let's see what they can do on this 3rd and short.
What? It didn't make it past the chain.
Seems to be calling for a first down. Let's
Yeah,
see what this is. Oh, and it's a first down.
Which is weird because it didn't go past the chain, or at least it didn't from my perspective. Did it pass the chain to you, Logan?
No, it did not. I didn't see it go very far on that one. I assumed it was 3rd short. Seems to be a difficult decision to decide currently. Let's see what the referees decide.
It looks like the referees have made up their mind as they get set from line of scrimmage.
It's crucial 3rd down play. That was not actually a 3rd down, as they were able to make sure that they scored. They were able to get the first. Now it's a second. See more towards 2nd and 6, 2nd and 5 on that one.
Now, one thing I'd like to point out here is some of the size differences here for Santa Clara and Los Altos. Our largest player for Santa Clara is, I believe, at least in height-wise, we have Daniel Agamrazai, I believe. I'm sorry if I botched that name up. But for size, we have the largest player weighing in at roughly at around 285 pounds. As opposed to Los Altos, whose largest player in height is 6'7", Christopher Dormady. Whereas the heaviest player, at least when it comes to available statistics, we have 235. So it's actually not very different, although height-wise, they have some very large players on what it looks like in Los Altos.
We'll see if that large size of a wide receiver can capitalize. Bigger wide receiver, smaller cornerback, takes a lot of advantage.
Handoff, rush.
That's the big guy, 235.
Yeah. Oh, the quick handoff, but it will stop quickly. But it did gain a couple of yards in the play.
I'd like to remind everybody, 5 minutes, 30 seconds remaining in this 2nd quarter.
Third down.
Crucial 3rd down here. Let's hope they can stop them here and lead to 4th and then get the ball back. Unless Los Altos decides to go for another 4th down like they did in the end zone.
Gonna run. Quick it looks like that play went awry. It looked like he was past just, looked like that play didn't go completely right. As maybe one player maybe went a little bit too much as he immediately went for that pass. Do you think that play was drawn up?
You'd assume it would because, of course, the coach has a lot of vocal abilities in this sort of type of high school football. Coach plays always matter, but that doesn't mean the coach's call is always going to be successful.
Now, what degree of individuality do you think the quarterback and receivers and, running backs, how important do you think individual thinking is in moments like these?
Sorry, repeat that?
My apologies, Logan. What I said was, how important do you think individuality and individual, thinking, problem solving is important in plays like these?
Well, individually, I believe that the Bruins, the Bruins need to be able to start this offense for sure, and individually, the running back being successful is one of the biggest factors here. Seems to be an injury on the field, possibly.
Maybe. Oh.
Have someone down on the field.
I can't tell if he's pretending to be knocked down, but it looks like he's limp. Oh, he's moving.
Definitely a harsh hit on that play.
Yeah.
Santa Clara player down. We'll see what happens here. We already had some pretty bad injuries during that JV game earlier tonight.
Yeah, we had it looked like a concussion that required the EMTs to come by for both of these injuries being Los Altos players, if I'm correct.
Exactly. Both crucial injuries to Los Altos' JV team. Oh, and he seems to be getting up.
Matthew Polino.
Matthew who? Matthew Polino getting up on that play.
6'5".
Impressive player. Let's hoping he's doing just fine here, and we'll be able to come back later in the game as he walks off the field now.
Yeah, one thing we don't like about the sport or sports with these that have heavy contact is how dangerous it can be for these players. I mean, football, elicits the most concussions out of all sports.
Exactly. It's dangerous when it's in high school, college, and professionally. In every facet of football, it is dangerous. Even flag football can be dangerous at sometimes. And that's running a little farther. See, moving the chains. First down. Seems to have been a first down due to Jacob Liu playing phenomenally. Let's hope he can keep playing consistently like he has been and keep converting into first downs. Small gain there. Seems to be on the 42.
And that was Joseph Manueli on the play. Number 2, he's a running back, and he is a sophomore. Quite impressive.
Exactly. One of our 3 sophomores here on our varsity team. Already balling out here, it appears.
And for some of the other sophomores, we have Kyrie Brown and... Give me a moment. Santiago Lopez, who is a center and a defensive end.
This impressive inclusion of these sophomores shows that maybe by their senior year, they could be the top of their team.
Looks like it's going to be a handoff here, and looks like it stopped at around the 52-yard line, maybe the 51.
Possibly. Moving a little bit, but not enough for the first down.
It's a 49.
On the 49, it appears. Let's see if they can capitalize on the second down.
Oh!
Impressive.
Oh.
Oh, was it dropped? Incomplete. Going into third down here currently.
Yeah, and that was a great drawn-up play, and it looked like he had it. It just didn't land right.
Let's hear it for 'em.
Giving respect to the cheerleaders currently.
Coming out tonight. You guys do a fantastic job. We appreciate it very much.
Let's see what this offense can do on third down. Wondering if they can capitalize with only 3 minutes and 11 seconds remaining in this second quarter. Going into halftime, might be able to tie it up 7-7.
Yeah, and that's the goal here, but I think what they're trying to hope for right now is just to, you know, maintain the bit of momentum that they have right now, because it looks like they are doing quite well. They just haven't been able to get,
Seems to be a flag on the Bruins here.
it's going to lead to a yardage penalty.
Now in this situation, it's crucial to be able to have a successful pass.
Speaking of the pass, he's looking for something, and that's a long pass. He's going to try and catch.
Oh, he's got it. He's going down.
Go!
He's going.
Oh.
He's
Not backwards.
he's going, and he seems to be stopped
That was
near the 20.
incredible.
That was a phenomenal catch there.
Pass on the play to number 12,
Jeremiah Karango. Mentioned him earlier, was playing phenomenally this season. He's consistently playing phenomenal tonight.
But I think that's enough for another Santa Clara Bruins first down.
Yeah, and that was crucial here, Logan, as now they are looking extremely dangerous with plenty of time now that they're in this situation. Another pass.
Passes
To
it.
Karango.
Touchdown!
Let's go!
Tie it.
He caught it. That's good. And that's Jeremiah Karango again proving that he is the best wide receiver on this team. A phenomenal play here drawn up with a great pass and a great reception.
Now let's see if they can get this extra point. Tie it up 7-7 with 2 minutes and 43 seconds remaining before the half.
Yeah, and I was pleasantly surprised here, Logan. I thought this was not going to be this way, but now Santa Clara is ready and going. And it's
No good. Still down by a point, but better than down by 7.
Yeah, they're in a much better situation even if they missed the punt.
They looked stuck in the mud with that third and long, but 2 phenomenal passes from Matthew Conklin, 2 phenomenal catches from Jeremiah Karango, and we're back in this game.
Yeah, and that relationship between quarterback and wide receiver is important to have, and especially when these players are as good as they are. Having that level of communication and level of perfection is going to lead to plays like that.
More plays like that means more success on the field and more scoring on the field. So if we can keep up playing like that, Bruins could have this one in the bag.
We have about 2 minutes left, 2 minutes and 40 seconds left in the quarter.
Possibly more time for our Bruins offense, but that depends on how quickly this Eagles offense goes.
Yeah, and it looks like their drives have been quite slow, whether it's just the pace or just the amount of grit and grind defense that's been playing. But it's looking like the Bruins are in a much better situation than they were before.
Exactly. Much better situation here, only down by a point, 6-7. And it's out of bounds. Is there a flag on that play? Or seems to be cleanly out of bounds, no flag. Let's see what this Bruins defense can do with 2 minutes and 43 seconds remaining.
Yeah, and it's been interesting here. As we were talking about consistency earlier, the consistency of the defense and the offense has been not quite there, going from 100 to 0 very quickly. You know, the hundreds have been great, but the zeros have been definitely zeros. They're looking to maybe try and balance out that consistency here.
better balance on this team means more offense. Oh, what is that pass? And it's... Was that broken up, or... It seems to be broken up.
Broken up. Second down and 10.
The 2nd and 10 after the incomplete pass. See if they can keep this up. Maybe go 3rd and 10, or even better, if they can get some sort of sack or tackle for loss.
And that is definitely wishful thinking, but I've been proven wrong a couple of times here tonight already, so I'm open to anything.
Anything is possible in high school football.
I guess so, Logan.
Well, we'll see here as they get it 2nd and 10.
What a dart, but it's thrown off course.
Thrown off course. Another incomplete pass.
Another incomplete pass. Brings up 3rd down.
And some of the stars we mentioned for the Los Altos Eagles, like Beaton, their quarterback Rafferty, and Morrell, haven't been showing up. I mean, their quarterback, Beaton, has been doing quite well, but nothing phenomenal like the Santa Clara Bruins have been playing.
Exactly. It's 3rd and 10 situation. Let's see. Oh, and he takes snap for a pass. Quick throw, but it's seems to be incomplete. Thrown out, and 4th and 10. Let's see if the Bruins can get another score with 2 minutes and 24 seconds remaining in this first half.
Yeah, and as the Bruins look to exploit the holes in their offense, it's important to notice that Noah Beaton, although is a good quarterback, definitely has issues when it comes to passing completion, as he is sub 500 when it comes to completion percentage. How important do you think that is as a defensive player to notice?
Well, it's important to pay attention to that passer rating and to that amount of passes and successful passes, because the more successful passes, of course, the more yards. And the better this Eagles offense is playing, the worse it is for our Santa Clara Bruins. As we've seen prior, Beaton himself is one of the top 10 in the coastal California area, isn't he?
I believe so. Let me check.
Despite the fact that he is one of the top 10 in our area, he's still not playing that well against our Santa Clara Bruins. Maybe our Santa Clara Bruins can keep capitalizing on that exact opportunity that they've gotten with him playing slacking compared to their running game.
Yeah, and going back to the comparison of these two quarterbacks here, our Santa Clara Bruins, Matthew Conklin, is excellent and has been excellent here today, as we've been seeing a lot of great plays from him. Although he does have a very good amount of very good wide receivers. And it looks like that Matthew Conklin, the quarterback, has had 9 passing touchdowns confirmed, whereas Noah Beaton has 13 passing touchdowns.
It's on paper, it looks like Beaton's the better quarterback, but he hasn't been playing like the better quarterback so far.
Yeah, and going back to the thing on paper, it's actually the intangibles and the smaller amount of things that influence how good a quarterback is. As we look at comparing their quarterback rating, Matthew Conklin is rated at 100.3, where Noah Beaton is at 73.4. How big of a difference do you think that quality quarterback is going to make?
Well, that difference can be seen in their completion percentage, seeing as Conklin has is over 500, while Beaton seems to be at a 494. Third and 8 for the Bruins here currently.
And as we compare their two different facets of their game, we also notice how much Santa Clara favors the rushing touchdowns, as in a total they have about at least over 10 rushing touchdowns.
10 plus, definitely.
10 plus, yeah. And we're seeing only 3 from Los Altos.
4th down, we see special teams show up with a minute left. Let's see if the Eagles can capitalize. Hoping for an unsuccessful drive, but You know, that's just us as Santa Clara Bruin fans here tonight.
Yeah, and one thing I'd like to point out, Logan, is that looking at some of their stats, Los Altos actually has a very solid defensive team, as they have already 2 sacks and 4 interceptions in the season.
Ooh, there seems to be a call there, roughing the punter. That punter was hit after the kick. Seems to be a call. The Bruins could be taking the ball back.
And that's crucial in a situation like this, especially with only a minute left. It's going to have to be some high-octane offense, but they can definitely do it. But going back to what I was saying before, the defense of Los Altos should be a lot better, at least on paper, but they're not being used so well here.
Like to point out, the referee kicking his leg. That means roughing the punter. See what the Bruins can do now with this call. Wondering what their game plan is here after that penalty. Ball on Santa Clara's 43. Right back to it. 1st and 10. Doesn't seem to be a successful play there. We talked a lot about impressive passing last drive for the Bruins. Wondering if they can activate that rushing offense going into this drive or continuing in this drive.
Yeah, one thing that that we've been talking a lot about is how different their games are, and one of the major differences was how much Santa Clara uses rushing, as the amount of rushing yards, average rushing yards per game, rushing touchdowns. It's just there's a lot more for Santa Clara, and we're hoping they can get into their sort of bread and butter once they get into the later parts of this game.
Precisely. We're hoping for the success of the Bruins here on this drive. 3rd down currently.
Third down and 10.
We have about 41 seconds left in the quarter here, as Santa Clara is looking to get the ball to the end zone as quickly as possible here.
We're hoping for another phenomenal pass from Matthew Conklin to stop with this 3rd and 10 and move down into Eagles territory.
Yeah, and he's been having a lights-out game so far. We're hoping he continues his performance here.
41 seconds remaining. Let's see what they can do. There. Oh, timeout, actually. Another Bruins timeout.
How important do you think these timeouts are to the coaches and the players, Logan?
Depends on if you're trying to catch up in points or you're trying to keep up in points. You're trying to catch up or you're trying to take a lead, or if you're trying to just get ahead, really. Because when it comes to your timeouts when you're behind, you really want those timeouts in those last 2-3 minutes to make sure that you can score and either tie it up, take a lead, or just cut the deficit a little bit, even whether it be your offense playing phenomenally or your defense playing phenomenally.
As both teams get ready to go back on the field for the line of scrimmage, I'd like to remind you that this is Gutierrez with the Broadcasting Club, and this is Logan Van Pelt.
Make sure to support Broadcasting Club whenever you get the chance. Of course, this YouTube channel, SCHS The Roar, will be broadcasting all of our football games we can, especially the home games. So make sure to look out for those as we keep on with this homecoming game.
Oh, good pass. Caught it.
And it's caught
That's
for
number
a
12
first
again.
down. Seems to be
12. No, wait. No.
42.
That pass completed number 42.
Complete number 42, Mitchell Pacheco.
We're moving the chains. First down and 10, Bruins.
Pacheco already with 2 touchdowns on the year and 38.8 yards per game.
Incomplete pass on Fleig.
That was already a lot of yards in that one. Maybe he can get more than his average today.
Yeah, and that'll definitely prove how good of a game he's having. And it looks like Santa Clara is just having an all-around good game right now, even if they're behind by 1.
I mean, they're in sort of field goal range if they can move just a little farther down. Oh, and it's a
That's 12.
oh,
he
dropped.
it.
Dropped pass. 2nd and 10. 23 seconds remaining. Apologies.
Cut by number 35, Miles Field. Looks like pass was intended for number 12, Jeremiah Karonga. Excuse me.
Keeping up with the pass with Karongo, attempting to give him more yards. And the more they feed him, the more they can expect from this offense, of course, because he's been fueling it this whole season.
Yeah, but they don't want to rely too heavily on him, as if they figure out that that Karongo is the main weapon of Santa Clara, they can definitely learn how to limit his opportunities.
Brings up 4th down.
They really have to share the ball here in the game to make sure not be taken down. 4th and 10. Are they bringing in kicking team or the punting team? Either way, it's special teams, so we'll see.
Now, what exactly is the difference between a kick and a punt, Logan, for our less educated viewers?
Kick is either for a point after touchdown to go from 6 points to 7 points, or a field goal, of course, is to score 3 points. Kicker kicks between the uprights, while a punter will give the ball to the now offense. Formal defense, stopping them on 4th down. We'll be punting to the offense, of course.
And folks, when I mean by less educated viewers, I definitely mean me, because I did not know what the difference was.
We're new commentators here tonight. We do what we can, and we know what we do. Los Altos, of course, with the 1st and 10 with, 13 seconds remaining.
As the crowd gets excited here, they're looking for Santa Clara to show up with some anger here.
An angry defense can be either an unsuccessful or a successful defense. We'll just have to see.
Well, regardless of whether it's successful or unsuccessful, it's definitely dangerous.
Only 8 seconds remaining. 2nd and 10. Wondering what they can do to stop the points. There's only 8 seconds. There's not many plays left for Los Altos.
Yeah, with literal seconds left on the clock here, they're looking for something that's going to be quite strange if it happens, but they're going to use their player, Drew Rafferty, who's a wide receiver, but also kind of a Swiss Army knife, as we see he's leading the team in tackles per game, interceptions, and receiving yards per game.
Definitely a dual threat on both offense and defense.
And that's going to lead us to halftime, folks. This is Gutierrez and
Logan Van Pelt here for Bruins Santa Clara High Broadcasting Club.
And we'll be right back with you after this short break.
Now we see the second half begin to start. Everyone's moving off the field here. 2 minutes 30 left. Yeah, what about
When he comes back, tell him I'm like using the bathroom, but I recorded everything for him.
Okay.
Let's see. So Santa Clara was going this way. At least I think they were.
Alright, I made it.
Theo hasn't.
Huh?
I don't know where Theo is. Still don't know where he is. He disappeared.
Fucker's getting food. I don't know how to work this.
See, I don't know how to work it.
Hey, where's Nick?
Minute and 50 seconds remaining.
Hey, where's Nick? Huh? I don't know how to turn it on.
Oh, Nick. I asked him how you turn it on.
Like, go to the mic. I don't do microphone stuff. Not the tech guy.
No, boy. How do you turn it on?
Theo's not here.
How do you turn it on?
Like the sound and stuff.
All right. What are your names? What are your names? Number one.
My name's Logan Van Pelt.
Gutierrez.
Oh, I'm not there yet.
No
Van Pelt, right?
Yes, P-E-L-T.
Yeah. And then Jeff,
Jet.
Jet.
Like the plane.
like Jet. Okay.
G.
What?
Yeah. G-U-T-I-E-R-R-E-Z.
You could have said Gutierrez, I would have got it.
Oh, my bad.
And you guys are broadcasting the game.
Yep.
Yes. From our Santa Clara High Broadcasting Club.
Okay.
Live on SCHS The Roar.
That's not my phone.
And it's what to say, streaming?
Streaming, yes.
Okay. At? Oh, hang on.
It's already receiving
What's a
audio.
fire song?
Logan, it's already getting audio.
It's getting audio?
Yeah.
Okay, what was the what was the address again? I gotta give you guys a shout out, that's why.
Sorry, what?
It's streaming at
Streaming on SCHS The Roar.
Hello, hello.
You're live.
SCHS. I should have figured it out.
Hello, folks. We're back. This is Jet Gutierrez, and
Logan Van Pelt here.
we're back from halftime. Both teams are coming back out.
CHS Roar, right? The Roar.
As we get ready for the next half of play. Game's close, 6-7. Los Altos is in the lead.
Let's see if Bruins take this lead.
Here this evening, sitting next to me up in the booth, Mr. Logan Van Pelt and Jet Gutierrez. They're broadcasting Santa Clara football game. They're broadcasting. They're from the Santa Clara High School Broadcasting Club. Streaming right now on YouTube.
See as players get on the field.
The Roar. These guys are doing an outstanding job. So check it out next time you can.
Let's see.
Thank you, man. Thank you.
See, are the Bruins kicking it off here?
Yeah, they're going to kick it off.
Or Los Altos set to kick off, of course.
Santa Clara's going to receive.
Santa Clara set to receive. Let's see what they can do here with the ball.
And we're off. Cash for number 12. He's going to
Kappa number 12. You spun around there. That might have been a mistake. And he's tackled around the 10.
He is.
Seems to be tackled on the 12.
Did he only eat the crust? Theo, or did he rip the cheese off?
William.
Oh, really?
Jeremiah Bronco fielded the kickoff.
So number 12 obviously just received that kickoff. We've already seen a lot from him, Logan. What do you think? Who do you think is going to make the biggest impact out of all the stars in this game?
Well, Jeremiah Karonga already with 2 impressive catches, but that was a poor play played by him just now. Let's hope he can especially recover from this, and let's hope we can get a running game fueled by Matthew J. Nguyen. See if he can get this run game going and give us a lead here tonight.
We've already seen quite a lot from Nguyen. He's been getting a lot of these running yards here, but we're also going to look for a lot more elevated play from Conklin. He's had some amazing passes that's been received.
Of course, some amazing passes, but
That was a while ago, though.
not enough.
Not enough? What
Not
do you think?
enough for the lead, it appears.
Not enough for the lead. Yeah, that's a good point.
Seems to be barely any gain, if none.
Short gain on play brings up second down. Well, slide at the Santa Clara. We're going to call it 25, 26 yard line.
Seems to be second.
Oh,
and
he's going to try and throw. Oh, he caught it. Oh, but it's a big hit right in the 30-yard line.
painful hit right there.
That's going to be a large hit at the 30-yard line. He's going to be feeling that one for a couple of days.
Definitely feeling that one.
Ball slotted at the Santa Clara 32.
3rd and 3, it appears.
Brings up a 3rd down and 3.
That doesn't look too successful in that play. Fourth down for the Bruins. You hate to see it here.
Yeah, and the Bruins have had some rough couple of offensive stretches here. They're looking to find a way to get past this Los Altos defense, which seems to be picking up as the game gets a little bit more intense.
Are they going for it right
No.
now?
No. Yeah,
they're lining up for it. And they seem to be getting
Number 11.
the first and more.
that was a great play.
That's number 11, Matthew Nguyen.
Matthew Nguyen, once again, as we meant, we call his name and he shall appear.
Yeah, and this guy is really doing great here, being very consistent, being a very consistent source of offense here for Santa Clara.
Exactly. And that's the consistency we hope for from running backs, especially in high school football.
Yeah, and this level of plays. All right. Looks like they ran it through, and it looks like he's gonna get wrestled down on the play.
Definitely wrestled down there, but still, that 4-and-1 was still impressive to me. Them able to do that.
Yeah, that was a strange play, but it worked out quite well. They weighed the risks and they played their cards right.
But when you're in this position, sure, it was risky being in your own territory, but when you're only down by 1 point, you can do whatever to try and get that lead.
Now, one thing I'd like to point out here is the defensive side of Santa Clara, with our highest tackles per game rating at Gabe Chavez with 7.8 tackles per game. It's followed behind Andrew Castillo with 5.4 tackles per game, and number 3, Mitchell Pacheco at 4.2 tackles per game.
Mitchell Pacheco, definitely a phenomenal player for our team, able to play both the offense and the defense.
Yeah, as he has in second place for receiving yards per game in Santa Clara's team. Oh, flag thrown in play. That was
that a
number
catch?
7. That was Kyrie Brown.
Kyrie Brown. Completed pass. Kyrie Brown.
Kyrie Brown with the big.
Taking us into Eagles territory near the red zone.
Santa Clara moves the ball out.
And Kyrie Brown is another one of these 3 sophomores here that we've heard so much about. Having this level of play and this level of competency at this young of an age, how important is that?
It's very important for success, especially from going from a high school level to a collegiate level, if that's really what you desire. And being here at the 21, on the cusp of the red zone, let's hope we can get this first down, get this first and goal coming in. Is there a call here? Penalty declined, it appears, and Bruins with the ball, and they attempted rush, yeah. Rough one, but it was an attempted rush.
And we'd like to point out, going back to Matthew Nguyen, his average rushing yards per game is 116, compared to Los Altos' best rushing yards per game player at Maxime Morel at a low 39 yards.
Yeah, this impressive run game is being showcased here tonight in best abilities. Oh, and he's taken down with a sack, it appears.
Have there been any score
Just,
changes? Have there been any score changes? Can you see the score?
he was taken down, but I don't know if that was quarterback or the running back
We
taken
got
down.
a turnover on the play, it appears.
Turnover, it appears, and the ball come back to Los Gatos.
Ball spotted at the Los Altos 37-yard line. First down and 10. Los Altos.
Los Altos gets the ball. Seemed to be a turnover on that play. That's what the pile-up was for.
Sorry,
Let's see what this offense can do after a phenomenal play by the defense. And they're getting pretty far. And offense is moving. Let's see what this Eagles defense or Eagles offense can do.
For Santa Clara.
They're
First down and 10.
getting closer and closer to Bruins territory, or inching closer for sure.
handoff, number 9.
And off, and he takes it out of bounds.
Drew Rafferty was carried for Los Altos.
Seems to be near the 45.
Penalty marker down on the play.
Oh, penalty on the play.
And that was Drew Rafferty, one of the stars of Los Altos Eagles. He's been known number 9. He's been known to have a very well-rounded game as he's on both the offense and the defensive teams, leading their team in tackles per game and receiving yards per game.
Impressive 56.5 receiving yards per game. Actually, a couple yards more than Jeremiah Karango of our team.
Well, we can see the difference in quality between these two players. I mean, Karango has really stepped up these past couple of games here.
Face mask penalty called against Los
Oh,
Altos.
face mask against Los Altos. Interesting to see if a face mask called on the offense. It's usually a defensive penalty.
What exactly is a face mask penalty?
Well, of course, you see on players' helmets, they have those masks. When pulled illegally, that's a penalty. And, of course, it could definitely change the rhythm of play, especially when it's done on an offense after an impressive pass that was possibly moved back or even ruined their first down.
Line of Los Altos. First down and 19.
Like in this play, 1st and 19. It's difficult to come back from. That's a definite need for a pass.
He caught. Whoa.
Oh, and he's getting wrestled down.
13:42.
It's 50.
That's leader number 13 for Los Altos. Taken down by Mitchell Pacheco.
Number 13 for Los Altos. Got that catch. Mitchell Pacheco taking him down, of course. Another player that's been playing great tonight.
Yeah, and Mitchell Pacheco has been known to be a defensive weapon for this team, being 3rd best in tackles per game and the only player with an interception in this team.
Maybe if he gets another interception in this game, he could turn the tides and give the Bruins the lead. Second and 7 here. And it goes a little farther. Seems 3rd down here, definitely. 3rd and 2 here.
Pacheco in on the foul.
3rd and 2 here.
Gain of 5 on the play brings up 3rd down and 2.
Eagles have to get these 2 yards very quickly if they want to keep going. 5 minutes, 20 seconds remaining. Roughly 20. See if they're going for a run or a pass here.
Quick pass, but he's gonna get taken.
Pass. He's taken down on that pass. Is that incomplete? Did he wrestle it out of his hands or?
No, I believe it was a complete pass.
complete pass just didn't seem to be enough. Eagles coming up with a game plan here. Wondering what they're going to go for.
4th down and 2 for Los Altos.
Oh, and they're going for it on 4th and 2.
Yeah, they've seemed to use the strategy of going for it a lot here. He's going to run through, and it's going to work.
Oh, it's a perfect run through. Oh, but he's tackled on the 35, it appears.
Drew Rafferty with the keeper.
And Drew Rafferty showing again how versatile of a weapon he is on both offense and defense.
1st down and 10, Los Altos.
Been a great player this year. Hopefully this Bruins defense can start to slow him down. Once again, 1st and 10 now in Bruin territory.
Little mislead on the play. Looks like Los Altos retains the ball. Brings up 2nd down and 10.
2nd down and 10 here. 2nd down and 14, it appears. Sorry, technical issue here, but we stay strong here. Broadcasting Club. Make sure to see our other live streams and be ready for more from the Santa Clara Broadcasting Club. SCHS, The Roar. Oh, it's a completed pass to seem to be number 14.
Pass completed.
Number 14, Fisher Siri. Apologies if mispronouncing it. First time we're seeing him here tonight, it appears.
Yeah, and you're gonna get these kind of players who are a little bit quieter, but can play their part when they need to.
Maybe a little bit on the fishier side, we'd say.
Haha, Logan.
Of course, 1st and 10 now for the Eagles. Interesting hit on that play. 2nd down.
And we've been seeing recently in this game a lot of short, quick darts thrown by Beaton here, showing how much of a capable quarterback he is. You know, how dangerous are these quick, short passes when it comes to this kind of an offense?
Well, of course, quick short passes, as long as they reach in 1st downs, they're as efficient as these long passes. They just take a little bit more time. Let's see here, 2nd and 7. It's a quick pass, and he's running through. Oh, and he's in the red zone, it appears. Bruins red zone, maybe around the 13 and the 14. Definitely a lot going on in this game. Been a very slow game. 14-13, yeah.
Ball spotted at the 14-yard line. Brings up a 1st down and 10 for Los Altos.
Of course, they're in the red zone here. One good play away from score. And it's handed off. And it doesn't go very far. Seems to stay around the 14-13 yard line.
Short gain on the play brings up 2nd down.
2nd and 9 here, of course. See what our Santa Clara defense can do here in the red zone.
Yeah, and this is real prime time here. Definitely one of the moments you're going to need to break out in. We're going to need something special here from Santa Clara.
Defense has been impressive so far, only allowing 7 points, but they have plenty of ways to go. And, oh, almost a sack, and he's Running through. Oh, and he's hit. He's hit hard on that play.
Yeah, it looked like helmet-to-helmet contact. That was looked like a headbutt first.
That could have been. Maybe there was for a
okay.
call there.
Third down play.
He seems to be up and running. Impressive hit, though.
Brings up third down and 9. Excuse me. Third down and
Third and 4 here. A minute and 8 seconds remaining. See if the Bruins can stop them and get the ball back before the end of the third. Hopefully score from there.
Yeah, and if Santa Clara can prevent this score here for these next minute and weather the storm here, they're looking in a very advantageous position in the fourth quarter. But he might make it. He might. Oh, he got him.
Tackle. Saves that from a touchdown. Fourth down now. Clock running down.
Keeper for Los Altos.
Now the question here is if they're going to go back to their strategy into running it in the fourth down or if they're going to try and take that punt.
Field goal.
Fourth down and 1.
They could be taking the field goal to go up 10. Want to mention the impressive tackle there by Jaden Forks to be able to stop this. Who knows if they're letting the clock run here. They might just be letting it run to the end of the third quarter. They were last time. They were very successful on the fourth down. Let's see if they'll try and go for it again. Only being 4th and 1. And it appears they're just going to let the clock run out as we reach the end of the third quarter.
And at the end of the third quarter, Los Altos 7.
And a fairly
Santa
uneventful
Clara
third quarter here as both teams couldn't really get past that red zone. We're looking to see a little bit more action here in the fourth quarter for our Bruins, but it's important to notice that both teams seem to be at some sort of a standstill. Neither can get an advantage over the other. What do you think about that, Logan?
Standstill is a very accurate description of this play so far. Seeing it as 6 and 7 going into the fourth, very low scoring game compared to seeing our Bruins last game being that they scored 28 points.
Yeah, this game has been kind of really slowed down quite a lot, whether it just be through tough defense or struggling offense. The game has been very grimy.
Pretty much. Yeah, very grimy, very slow game. But hopefully there's recovery here for the Bruins. And hopefully they can score and take this lead. And we'll see. But it's 4th and 1 now. Of course, the Eagles get a little bit more time to decide, seeing that it's the fourth quarter.
You have 12 minutes in each quarter here.
Fourth quarter, soon to start. Seeing as to what the Eagles' game plan is here for this 4th and 1. Everyone cheering for our Santa Clara defense here, hoping they can stop the Eagles.
I'd like to thank our commenter for the live stream. We see you and we appreciate you.
Of course, always respect those on the loudspeaker.
That's in. That's good.
That's good.
That's a Los Altos touchdown.
Los Altos touchdown as they take the lead, 13-6.
That's a touchdown for Los Altos.
Once again, another short touchdown here. There haven't been able to be efficient passes in the end zone here. There's just been great quick runs. Line up, and the field goal is good. Sorry, the extra point is good. 14-6 here. Bruins would need to score a touchdown and get a 2-point conversion to tie it up.
Yeah, and it's not looking good here for Santa Clara as they really needed to gain the advantage here early or at least maybe not early, but they needed to get the advantage here to work off from it. But now they're going to be working from behind, which is going to require a lot more effort from their defensive and offensive teams.
Especially a lot from the offense. They need to be able to score another touchdown. They need to score it quick.
And we've seen what the offenses can do with Jeremiah Karango and Matthew J. Nguyen. Yeah.
They've been very effective in the past, but it's very slow this game. And we need to hope that they start going farther. They need to step up, it appears.
Well, Nguyen and Karango have both shown out in this game. Maybe not getting a touchdown, but they have been quite
Karango at least getting a
great.
touchdown.
Yeah. Whoa.
And
He's going to do some dancing, but he's going to get wrestled around.
he's
They're
being
pushing him
pushed
back to the
very
end zone.
far back. Went from around the 20 to the 13 there, it appears.
Toronto with the return.
The special teams on the Eagles have been pretty good.
17-yard line.
Seem to be positioned around the 17, 18-yard line.
First down and 10 for your Santa Clara Bruins.
Santa Clara's offense really needs to wake up here. That's for certain. 11 minutes and 43 seconds.
It's going to be a handoff. He's going to drop it.
He dropped it.
He dropped it on the handoff.
Ooh, that was...
What is going on?
Need the offense to take a step up, and they're starting to take a step down, it appears.
Minuscule on the play. Brings up second down.
Oh my
Still
goodness.
able to get the ball at least. That could have been a massive turnover.
Yeah.
Red zone especially.
I don't know what's going on with Santa Clara, but that was bad. Oh.
Openings.
Matthew Conklin with the keeper.
I can't. How do you drop a handoff? It's a handoff.
Depends. This is high school football here. It's not always the most successful. There's handoffs can easily be failed. I've seen some failed miserably in collegiate football and in the NFL. You think it's so easy,
Oh.
but people miss
Good.
extra points all the
He
time.
got it.
Oh, and it's caught
Yes.
towards the 40.
That was 12 again, wasn't it? It was Jeremiah Karango again.
Consistent catch.
That's a big gain for the Bruins.
Consistent play
First
from
down and
Karango.
10 for your Santa Clara Bruins.
It was a massive first down there. Definitely very important. Success of this team.
And it looks like somebody's waking up here and getting ready to play here as Conklin and Karango duo are trying to show out here and level the playing field. Maybe they should stick to passing and receiving, don't you think, Logan, as it seems to be working for them?
Indeed it does. Seems to be working phenomenally, at least in this play, and their touchdown prior.
Field and on the stop for Los Altos. Short gain for Santa Clara.
Santa Clara
Second
still
down
trying to
and
gain
The
yards.
handoff,
Second
he's
and 8.
running.
Oh, and he's
He's going. He pushed through it. He made it.
he's stopped near the 45.
That was 8, right?
Yeah.
I believe it was number 8.
Santa Clara moves the
Santa
ball about
Clara.
5 yards, brings up third down and 3.
Possibly Jacob Liu moving the ball, as we believe. 3rd and 3 here. 9 minutes and 40 seconds remaining.
That's a short throw. Ooh! Oh, he stiffed it. That was
Short
good.
throw, but he seems to
that
make
first
it
down?
through.
That's first down. Yeah, it's first down.
That is a first down. Bruins first down.
That's enough to move the sticks for another Santa Clara first down. Ball spotted
Let's go there,
41-yard line.
pushing into the Eagles' territory. In the Eagles' nest, you'd say.
You know what? I'm probably gonna keep him on for a ride. Just because
Hope they can keep this. Currently on the 41. See how far they can go.
I didn't want much last week. What's that?
Oh, great amount of yards there. Seems to be another first down. Back to back.
And And it looks like that almost fumbled possession near the 20-yard line of the Bruins side was kind of a wake-up call as they're coming out with a new burst of energy.
It was a big slap in the face that was needed to wake up this offense.
First down and 10 for Santa Clara.
Currently on the 28, inching towards the red zone. Never made it into the hands of a receiver.
Incomplete pass on the play brings up second down and 10.
Cheerleaders trying to fuel this crowd, and this crowd's going to fuel this offense.
Yeah, and the home field advantage here is really going to push Santa Clara over the edge. Oh, and it's going to be a handoff. He's going to run through. He's going to cut. And he's going to stop at around roughly the 28, 27-yard line.
Like I mentioned prior, this is crucial play because if they can score this and they get a two-point conversion, they tie it 14-14.
Yeah, and Santa Clara's surprised us early in this game already, and I'm almost looking forward to them correcting me and surprising me again. Do you think they can do it, Logan?
I think with enough power, they can score this. And they've showed it before. They've been successful on third downs plenty of times in this game. But what matters is being successful in this one. Oh, 12 is wide open right there, and a touchdown! Karango, phenomenal 28-yard reception.
And that's going to be 2 touchdowns for Karango in one game. He's having a stellar game right now. Conklin and Karango are locked in.
Karango's 5th touchdown of the year, it seems, with 2 this game and 3 already this season. It's a phenomenal and a crucial down right there.
$12-14.
12-14 here. Let's see if they can get this 2-point conversion currently.
Oh, they're going to do it.
Oh, and it's dropped.
That extra point try.
Down by 2.
Good work.
8 minutes remaining.
3 seconds left to play in the game. Los Altos 14. Your Santa Clara Bruins 12.
And this game is close, and the home crowd is hyped up after that one.
Home crowd is hot after that touchdown.
How do you think they're going to utilize? How do you think Los Altos is going to try and stop Karango? As it's very clear that they're having a lot of issues trying to stop him.
Well, first off, they need to focus on offense. They need to take as much time as possible in order to prevent more time for the Bruins to score.
Santa Clara is going to return it here, and they're going to look to try and stop them quick and early and put out any sort of offensive hope that Los Altos has right now.
Of course, necessary stop here. They can't allow any more points because if they score
not
7,
enough time,
if
yeah.
they score 7,
There's
there's
not
no way
enough
for them to
time.
come back unless they need 2 drives, and there's not much time for those 2 drives. And it's going to be taken. Oh, he's going to take it, and it's
touchback.
tiptoed. Seems to be touchback.
Yeah, he had
That
his
was
feet
an
in the end
error
zone.
on the kick return.
I have to see it.
He was. It's difficult considering he seemed to be out of the end zone and in the end zone.
To where? Oh, yeah.
Start on the 35. Or start on the 20.
He'll start on the 20 here currently.
Touchback. Los Altos will start on their own 20-yard line.
Let's
First
see
down
if
and 10 for the
Santa
Eagles.
Clara High can stop them here on their own 20.
Home crowd firing up the team here. They got exactly what they wanted with that touchback, and now they're going to have to follow through with the tough defense here.
Hopefully this tough defense can pull through and stop this pulverizing offense so far.
Gain of 1 on the play brings up second down and 9.
2nd and 9 here. Of course, Eagles leading 14-12 against the homecoming Santa Clara High Bruins.
Yeah, and it looks like the homecoming spirit is here today as everybody is having fun, hyped up, and the team's playing well.
Another tackle here. Should be going into the third down. Of course, like we mentioned prior, Bruins players wearing pink for Breast Cancer Awareness Month this month.
Yeah, really showing the good character of Santa Clara.
Great players here at Santa Clara, both on the field and off the field. And this rushes.
Oh, he tanked that one, but he's going to fall near the...
Gonna get the first on that.
And as they move the chains here, Santa Clara is looking to try and stop the bleeding here, as these drives are still leaking through.
Mitchell Pacheco saving that from going any farther, but we'll see if they can get more stops. Of course, 1st and 10 again, reset the downs. They have to prevent them from getting any farther in this.
Yeah, and I noticed that Los Altos doesn't, even though we've been looking at their stats, they do seem to have a favorite type of play here.
Ooh, a phenomenal tackle there, stopping the runner real quickly.
Los Altos has been making it hard to predict what kind of play they're going to run, but Santa Clara has been doing a good job these past couple minutes stopping the play, as they show here that they can stop the bleeding with that play right there, as it's 2nd down.
Impressive stop there. Seems to me that 2nd and 12. Great TFL there. Crowd is hyped here tonight. Down 14-12, 5 minutes and 40 seconds remaining. See if our Santa Clara Bruins can stop them on this 2nd and 12.
Oh, get it!
Oh, and it's that incomplete pass, not a fumble.
Incomplete pass on the play.
Got excited.
That looked like it could have been a fumble very well, but he didn't get those 2 steps he needed to count that as a reception.
Brings up a 3rd down and 12.
Crucial 3rd down here. What do you think the game plan of Los Altos will have to be with this one?
Is to not fold in these last couple of minutes here. I would recommend playing very conservatively, as they have a very tight lead. All they need to do is hold on to it.
Of course, the Bruins, strong defense out here tonight. Let's see if they can stop them on 3rd and 12.
Oh, that's a heave. That might get it.
He seems to have caught that.
Caught it. Yeah, he caught it.
And that pass completed across the
Impressive
field.
catch there.
Los Altos with a big offensive score.
Good 1st and 10 there from Los Altos.
Number I can't. Don't have it.
Of course, Los Altos needs to keep moving the ball, and the Bruins still have a chance here. They can hold them to nothing or a field goal or even get a turnover. What matters most is that they can get that ball with with less of a point deficit so they can take this lead.
Los Altos.
Right now, Santa Clara's going to try and buckle down here, as that was a big giveaway right there. It looks like they're going to try and run it through, but it's stopped quickly.
Quickly stopped. 2nd and what appears to be maybe 3 or 4 yards gained on that play. 2nd and 6.
4 yards on the play. Almost 5 yards. We'll call it.
Bruins spirit shining through our crowd here tonight. Hopefully this crowd can fuel this defense to get the stop here.
Yeah, and as this game ticks away, you can tell that these players are tired and they're looking for other ways to get energized, and this home crowd is definitely doing that here, Logan.
Exactly, the fuel that they need.
That's a stop.
Seems to be a stop. Referee abusing the whistle a little bit here.
Yeah, I don't know what that was.
Hard to tell what's going on currently, but I believe it's a 3rd down on the waiting for the call from the ref.
Ball at the 35-yard
Ball is at
line.
the 35. 3rd and 5.
Third down and 5.
These Bruins need the stop here. 4 minutes remaining.
Yeah, and as we've seen, the stats and their records have shown how close of a game this is going to be, and it is going to come down to the wire here.
Definitely coming down to the wire here. They got to stop him.
Quick throw. He caught it. But
He
he's
caught
taken
it,
down.
but he's taken down.
That might be a first down.
That seems to be a first down. Unless, oh, they're unsure.
Oh, he might be hurt.
Ooh, could be an injury on the field.
No,
Oh.
they're slow to get up.
Slow. When you're getting tackled, it's kind of hard to get up right away.
This is true.
What is this going to be called?
Looks like they're discussing the
Referees here. Oh, and it's a 4th down.
That's ruled a fumble.
Oh, ruled a fumble.
What?
Bruins receive it. 1st and 10.
Fumble. Did you see any of that, Logan?
To me, it just looked like a 4th down. I did not see a fumble there, but
31-yard line.
Well, you don't look a gift horse in the mouth, as right now we have the ball, 3 minutes left, and it is prime time here for our players,
3 minutes,
Logan.
34 seconds left on their own 31. Bruins fueled by their crowd, and they're
That's
throwing
that's
it.
a long heave. Yes!
And it's caught. It's running down.
He's going!
69-yard touchdown.
Touchdown.
And the Bruins score.
And that's what we call in the business a hat trick with Jeremiah Karongo with 3 touchdowns tonight, carrying the offense.
3 touchdowns in the season, 3 touchdowns tonight.
And we'd like to point out how Matthew Conklin has been lights out here as a quarterback, throwing absolute darts here to Karongo.
Take the lead, 18-14.
Touchdown.
Impressive touchdown.
And now Santa Clara has to get to the hard part, which is holding this lead, as now when you have an extremely motivated Los Altos offense, they're going to have a hard time here.
Hard time here trying to keep this lead, especially with it only being a 4-point lead currently. Let's see if they'll try and make it a 5 or a 6.
And all this started off with that fumble, and it escalated quickly here.
Escalated quickly,
Oh.
escalated as fast as possible. Oh, and it's dropped.
And while they failed the, wasn't it 2-point?
2-point conversion.
It's-
2-point conversion is
3
broken.
minutes, 23 seconds left to play in the game.
So now Santa Clara here has to limit them to at least a field goal or at least stop them from getting the touchdown.
Necessary stop with 3 minutes, 23 seconds left. They need to stop them here. With only a 4-point lead, they really need this stop.
And here's where our defensive weapons come into play. Gabe Chavez, we have Mitchell Pacheco, Jaden Forks. These guys are going to be pivotal to these next 3 minutes.
Exactly. Players like Gabe Chavez, Jaden Forks, Mitchell Pacheco are very important for this stop. Phenomenal fumble there, but we need to keep this going and maybe get another fumble or another sort of turnover in order to keep this lead and win this homecoming game.
Yeah, and I can't imagine the kind of welcome Jeremiah Karongo's going to get after this game is done. Regardless of the score, he's had an amazing night.
Walking into school Monday, one of the best, it appears, after this night.
It's a single digit. That's all we know.
Santa Clara with the kick return here. They're going to become aggressive. They're coming out fast, looking for...
And it's going to be picked up towards the 10. Oh, running in hard, but he's not able to get it. Oh, he's going far.
Yes!
And he's stopped by the 50.
That was good.
Big return by Los Altos.
Phenomenal return by Los Altos, but Bruins defense now needs to work even harder, being put near their territory.
Yeah, that was one of the last things Santa Clara wanted here was them to get that much yardage off on the return, but it's not over yet. Santa Clara has the defensive weapon to stop them.
It's not over till the clock strikes 0.
Is there a penalty marker? Pardon? Penalty marker down.
Penalty marker down, it appears.
And a penalty in this time of the game is almost crucial to the score of the game, as we saw with the determined fumble change the entire course of this game.
Flipping? I thought he called hold.
Looks like Los Altos is going to huddle.
But he went like this too.
I don't know, tripping maybe?
Some sort of penalty here, unsure. Going to be moved.
15 yarders.
Yardage penalty.
Possibly a holding. Possibly
Penalty called against Santa Clara.
possibly a holding on Santa Clara,
It's a yardage
either putting them in
penalty.
1st and 10 or 1st and 5. 1st and 10.
Called at the
Santa Clara's
39
39-yard line here. This is not looking good for the Bruins. Oh, and they're
Oh, he's
trying to
running.
apply
He's
the
coming
pressure.
for him.
He's trying to run.
Oh, he's running.
He's running.
He was going to rush him, and he's going to
And he runs out of bounds.
Honestly, one of the better things that could have happened in that defensive play, as Santa Clara is looking at a second down position, and the chains have not moved.
Forced to run from this scary Bruins defense.
Yeah, and that quarterback looked scared, Logan. He was ready to run, and he didn't even want to get tackled. He just ran out of bounds.
You definitely don't want to lose your quarterback in this situation. Of course, only being a 2nd and 9. Only being able to gain 1 yard on that play. Of course, the crowd here fueling our offense, or fueling our defense, sorry, as it's necessary for them to get this stop.
The handoff.
Hand off, and it's
Stopped again.
he's tackled, and
Third
it's going to be 3rd down.
If Santa Clara can stop this, this is that's game.
A nail biter as we go with less than 3 minutes left.
They're gonna let they're letting the clock run. The clock is running.
Clock, of course, clock keeps running. That was a rushing play. 3rd and 6.
Third down and 6.
Now this may make or break the game here, Logan. We are looking for the best defense these players have ever been able to provide.
Very crucial game, of course, as we mentioned earlier, with both teams being 2 and 4 and needing this win.
That's it. Oh, he's gonna.
He's going to pass that, and it's going to be caught.
Oh. God damn it.
Pass completed.
Pass completed, of course, and
Gonna find Drew Rafferty.
Drew Rafferty once again showing why he is the top wide receiver for Los Altos.
Change for Los Altos.
1st and 10 on the 29. Once again, Bruins defense,
29-yard
crucial
line,
stop
third down
here.
and 10.
Of course, 2 minutes 19 seconds remaining. Soon to be 2 minutes, of course. Maybe one more play or 2 more plays, depending on if this is a pass or a run.
And right now, Santa Clara's best friend here is the clock, as they're hoping to have it run as long and as fast as they can.
Oh, and it's a good stop by Santa Clara.
You have roughly 2 minutes and 5 seconds left. They're gonna let the
Running
clock
down.
run.
56, Matthew Paulino with the stop for Santa Clara.
Run.
Brings up
Clock
second
keeps
down and
running.
6.
And all of the quarterback's going back. Oh, he's.
Get him! Yes!
Oh, and it seems to be incomplete.
That's going to be an incomplete play
Incomplete.
here,
3rd and 6 on the 21.
as it looks like the Los Altos quarterback is starting to be a little bit scared of what's going on here, as he's starting to shy away from the bright lights.
A lot of pressure here on the away team. A lot of pressure, being it is they're trying to destroy this homecoming game.
We have 1 minute and 46 seconds left on the clock here.
Of course, failed pass, stopping the clock.
Offside at the Bruins.
Spotted at the Bruins 21.
21-yard line. Third down and long.
His defense needs to stop him here. Oh, and the passes.
That bounced. It looked like it
Bounce pass.
It bounced.
Seems to have been a bounced pass. Could have been a 4th down.
That was a bounce, wasn't it?
I thought it bounced.
It looked to have bounced.
Okay.
We in the booth believe it's
Pass
bounced.
on the play brings up
Incomplete pass, 4th and 7.
4th down.
And this is the best situation Santa Clara can be in right now. With 1 minute and 40 seconds left, they're looking to stop this at any way possible. What do you think Los Altos is going to do in this situation right now, Logan?
4th and 7, it's risky to run, but then again, their passing offense hasn't been as good as the Bruins' passing offense, so still unsure of what they're going to go for, but this defense is getting fired up by this crowd once again. Drops back.
Coming for him. That's a Hail
They're coming
Mary.
for him. And it's caught in the end zone.
That pass is caught. Touchdown.
And it's a touchdown. 18-20. A minute and 33 remaining only.
That was insane.
That was a very
That was a
impressive
great
catch.
catch.
That was a very impressive catch. The crowd went silent after that one.
We're not out of it yet, though.
Of course, not out of it yet. Never out of it. With a minute and 33 remaining, we must see timeouts being called for sure. They're going for the field goal. Maybe not the best decision here. Or, sorry, extra point. Maybe not the best decision here because it could be tied
That's
with a
it.
field goal. It's 21. Oh,
And that extra point is good. With 1 minute 33 seconds left to play in the game. Los Altos 21. Your Santa Clara Bruins 18.
they're up by 3. Bruins need a field goal to tie and a touchdown to win. A minute 33 remaining.
With the possibility of this going into a sort of overtime.
Definitely possible for overtime, depending on what Conklin and Karango can do, or even seeing what Mitchell Pacheco can do.
Or their kicker, Hamza Punisi. As if it comes down to the kicker, that's going to be the most important man on the field.
If they can get in the field goal range, and it's going to be only kicker that's really can control the game. But if they can score this touchdown, that'd be massive and would definitely give them the win, unless a miracle happens for Los Altos. It's never over in football, as we see. Get the ball, and they're going to return it. Come on, oh, and they're stopped near the...
A rather underwhelming return, but it's still good enough to maybe get them into at least kicking range, right?
At least field goal range, exactly. Minute and 26 remaining.
Now, what do you think is the best? What do you think field goal range starts in the yardage?
Depends, because kickers in the NFL can hit about 60, but high school kickers, I think to give them in the 20 at least for a good chance.
Ball slotted at the 32-yard line of Santa Clara. Brings up first down and 10 for the Bruins.
actual people?
I think so. I see 6.
7 people watching.
And this game has been a roller coaster of emotion here, as we're looking to hopefully see Santa Clara get within maybe the 40, other team's 40. A short
Oh,
pass,
and there's
it's,
short pass. It's unsuccessful. Bruins can't crack under the pressure here. They have to get this lead. They have to get to at least the 30.
With a minute and 30 seconds left, this is
Ball's back.
extremely pivotal.
Oh, and he's going to throw it. Oh, and it's almost intercepted. Wasn't a very great pass on that one. It's going to be 3rd and 10, 32.
Mitchell Pacheco.
Pacheco wasn't able to get that, and that was seemed to be underthrown by Conklin there.
Brings up third down and 10.
And one thing we are noticing here as the clock ticks down and the hope is starting to die down, it looks like the quarterback on our team, Matthew Conklin, is starting to show his faults here.
Starting to crack under the pressure here, but he's got to stay strong in this 3rd and 10 and listen to this crowd. This crowd wants him to win.
And the thing is Matthew Conklin has had a great game other than this. They've just been outworked right so far.
Oh, what is he going for?
Yeah,
And it's unsuccessful.
I think
Incomplete pass on the play.
Going into 4th and 10.
Pass on the play brings
They
up
have to go
fourth
for it.
down.
They have to go for it. This is their last chance.
Timeout called.
and a timeout at this point in the game is probably one of the best ideas. So at least calm your players down make sure they can get back in the right headspace.
They need to come up with a play that's going to be successful here and get them at least 10 yards down the field. They need this 1st and 10. Very important. This is what wins or loses the game for them. 4th and 10, only one more shot to be able to get that 1st down.
And although this game may come out as a loss, we'd like to acknowledge how great these players have been individually on both sides.
Exactly, individually phenomenal to be able to hold them to 21 points with the defense and be able to score 18 points already with the offense, hopefully scoring more than that. But we'll see as they line up. 4th and 10. Crowd hyping up the Bruins.
Stop and turn.
God damn it.
And it's incomplete.
Incomplete pass
Seems
on
to
the play.
be unsuccessful for the Bruins. Turnover on downs. Bruins defense will have to come on the field.
First down 10. 32-yard line.
1st and 10. 1% chance of a win here, but still can't count them out depending on the timeouts.
And we see here, as you can look in the field, number 7, who didn't make that pass, is beating himself up. But honestly, I couldn't think of a better wide receiver to catch that. They played a great game, both sides.
Can't deny the great play here. It's just Los Altos playing better. But still a chance. Can't give up hope. Minute remaining. Timeout called.
Ball carried to Los Altos. Short gain on the play brings up 2nd down.
Player pretty unsuccessful on that play. It's still a chance the Bruins being 2nd down.
Was that timeout called on the field?
Clock is stopped. We're not sure what is going on currently. I believe it's a timeout, but not so sure.
Want to take one more moment to give a big shout out to Logan and Gutierrez with Santa Clara High School Broadcasting Club. They have done a fantastic job here this evening. It's been an absolute pleasure to sit next to them and hear what they're doing. Well done, gentlemen.
Thank you.
And the entire crew.
As Los Altos lines up here. No. Phenomenal sack there. Was that tackle for loss? They got to it phenomenally quickly. 81 it appears to be.
Number 81, Andrew.
81, Andrew Castillo balled out this game.
Yeah.
Multiple tackles, multiple crucial tackles.
Although if we're looking in a dire situation, it's good to look at the bright spots, and it looks like he wanted that tackle, and he got it.
3rd and 15 on that play.
15.
56 seconds left. Never count out the Santa Clara Bruins. Crowd fueled here,
Oh, it's 3rd down.
trying to basically be the spirit of the Bruins here tonight and get our defense to stop the Eagles.
It's 3rd down here with less than a minute left. The Bruins are going to need to surprise me yet again, and here's hoping they do.
Third and 15, of course. Come on. Bruins need the stop. Interesting to see the coverage they're trying to play on this. Oh, and that's That's an offsides from that receiver right there, number 14 it appears.
Penalty marker is down.
14 or yeah, number 14. Number 14, Fisher Surrey. Sire.
You don't know how to pronounce it.
We don't know, but we know he made a mistake on that play.
And mistakes in this kind of a time cannot be tolerated, especially from coaching staff. Speaking of coaching staff, we'd like to shout out both the staff members of both teams.
Both the head
Both the
coaches,
head
of course. Ours
Mike
being
Los Altos, excuse me. And we have
our Santa Clara Bruins head coach, Nelson Gifford. Of course, phenomenal win earlier from our JV team. Let's hope our varsity can have the spirit of JV and replicate that and get the win. Of course, not as much of a slaughter as that JV game was, but hopefully can win this. It was an offsides on the tight end on the offense. I believe it was the offsides because
They haven't moved the ball.
haven't moved the ball here. Wondering what discussions are going on currently.
there is no discussion going on.
Huh. There seemed to have been there was a call there. We saw the but they're gonna hand it off and he's gonna be taken down. Phenomenal play.
Pretty good. Bruins fighting their way back into this, and that's going to be
Back into this.
fourth and
Santa Clara stops. Are they calling? It was third down. No, it was third down. I don't know if they called the timeout.
Something was off with that.
There's discussions on the field here.
Somebody.
Some penalty on their team.
Pardon?
There's a penalty on the team. I think it's the players on the field. When they go like this.
Okay. A warning.
So
Sideline warning.
Which we lost 44 seconds? We lost 6 seconds.
Because it was a completed play. It was a completed rush. But I think a timeout was called. Difficult to see what's going on currently.
Well, the clock is still running.
Clock
Where's the
still has to run.
fourth down and 15?
Fourth down and 15, and they're gonna. Are they going for it? Are they? They have to return it, but are they just gonna run the clock? We seem to be out of timeouts. All of us are stunned here.
I think that was a timeout.
Is that a timeout? If so, why would they have called it now instead of earlier?
Yeah, I know.
because they want to hit the clock.
Oh.
To hit the clock.
They want, yeah.
Timeout.
But the clock shouldn't be running.
They should
It's coming out of the timeout.
They've been trying to call the timeout to stop it and give them as much time as they can.
Well, first of all, they threw a flag.
Very unsure about that flag called earlier with no moving of the ball.
Second of all,
Issues with a fourth down and the clock running and them calling timeouts kind of late, it appears. There's
then they call it timeout, but then
a
they
bunch of
call it-
questioning happening here.
But you can't run a clock on a timeout. It's a start. It's in there. So
Both people in the booth and in the stands confused here.
the ball doesn't move, but there's penalties and a warning for red.
16 seconds remaining. What is? Oh, they're waiting. They're waiting for it to run out. They're surrounding them so they can't get the ball, and it's 4 seconds remaining.
Oh, my God. That was a smart play.
That was a smart play by Los Altos.
At the Santa Clara. I'll figure it out sooner or later.
Seems to be around the 5 or the 4.
5-yard line. First down and 10 for your Santa Clara Bruins.
It's not impossible, but it's improbable. They need to go 95 yards. We need to see something from Krongo, Pacheco, Kyrie Brown, anybody. We need something.
I don't think they're gonna. Beggars can't be choosers in this situation. They're gonna take it from anybody they can get it.
Precisely. they can do with 4 seconds remaining. Final play of the game. And it's not caught, and it's over.
And that's game
Incomplete
here.
pass,
A
and that's the
close,
ballgame, folks.
heartbreaking loss for San Jose.
Heartbreaking loss here tonight. Los Altos wins 21-18. Heartbreaking, absolutely heartbreaking.
We thank you for tuning in with us. We thank you for tuning in with us here at Santa Clara, at SCHS The Roar, broadcasting with journalism. This is Gutierrez,
Logan Van Pelt.
and we thank you for your time, and have a good night.